Accordingly, I shall not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president.
My thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Welcome to the Howdy Boomy podcast. It's the 22nd of July. Yesterday, Joe Biden announced that he's not going to run for president of the United States. And 1968 is happening all over again. Lyndon Johnson was in the middle of the Vietnam War. His approval rating was terrible. Eugene McCarthy, a House of Representatives Democrat, challenged him. In the presidential primary in New Hampshire, he got almost 40% of the vote. That sent a big wake-up signal to Lyndon Johnson. But more importantly, it sent a wake-up signal to Robert F. Kennedy, who wanted to run anyway but didn't want to rock the boat. Now he got in, and he was going to be the leading candidate. He won primaries. Unfortunately, he was assassinated. But he saw the weakness in the president. Today, Joe Biden was given the heave-ho by the Democratic Party. We had an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, who some Democrats say was staged. Some idiots like Keith Olbermann said he was never shot. But you have a parallel between 1968 and today. More importantly, the convention is coming up. In Chicago in 1968, it was chaos. This year it's going to be even worse. Why? In Chicago, you had Mayor Richard J. Daley in 1968, a strong police advocate, a strong advocate of law and order. You have a mayor in Chicago today who's anti-police. So you can imagine what's going to happen when you have a police force not backed by your own administration, with the demonstrations against Israel going on around the country. With the craziness in the Democratic Party, there's going to be a lot of people mad. And we're going to see what's going to happen. It's going to be must-see TV. And whoever the Democratic nominee is going to get a boost because of that, because of the coverage. Right now, it looks like Kamala Harris is in a front-runner seat. She's totally incompetent, but she's black and she's a female. And the Democrats are all identity politics. That's what they are. We don't care if you're capable. What do you look like? Who do you appeal to? You're going to have the angry black woman like you didn't have in 1968. The Letitia James of the world. The Fannie Willises of the world. Gaining more and more power in the black community. More and more black business owners. I can pick any black woman business owner across the country. Watts, Chicago, New York City, Atlanta, Dallas. I can pick any black businesswoman who's been in business for a couple years. She is more capable of being president of the United States than Kamala Harris is. And we're going to see what's going to happen when the Democrats challenge her, when people find out, as she starts campaigning seriously as a candidate for president, how absolutely incompetent she is, how she can't even put a sentence together. It's going to be interesting. And in the background, you have Joe Biden, who, believe me, right now is pissed. He's going to get back at somebody. He was stabbed in the back, is his feeling, by Barack Hussein, Nancy Pelosi, and somebody's out there going to feel the wrath. Somebody's going to feel the wrath of Joe Biden. And it's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be very entertaining. I don't know what his legacy is. They're saying the legacy. It was a great thing to do. It was a patriotic thing to do. His legacy is taking millions for influence. You cannot name one thing that Joe Biden has done. Not one thing that he can hang his hat on. In all the years he's been in public office, he's made millions and millions and millions of dollars selling his influence. His own Secretary of Defense, David Gates, in the Obama administration, said that every foreign policy decision Joe Biden has made in his life has been wrong. And we see what's going on in the Middle East. We see what's going on in the Ukraine now. So forget the legacy. They're going to be praising him for a while, but then they're going to see what a mess this country is in that he put him in, that they covered for him. Believe me, the Democrats don't care about the United States of America. They care about the power. Remember that when you go to the polls. Well, you're going to see the press gang up on Donald Trump like you've never seen before. They have to get Kamala Harris or whoever it is elected. This mess, this quagmire, the cesspool of the mess that they caused with the gas prices and the inflation and the wars and the anti-everything, one citizen against another. They're the cause of that. They lied to us about the competence of the president. And they're going to run the country? Remember that. It's all greed. It's all power. I don't know what Donald Trump did to have this ire by the Democratic Party. He must have found out something. And I know there is a deep state. Tomorrow we're going to get into how to get rid of it. It's not that hard. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. The Howdy Boomy Show. Truth, justice, the American way. Get ready for quite a campaign. Make this country great again. Let the people have the vote. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.